Celebrities have a knack of giving their children interesting, original, and sometimes, quite frankly, silly names. Because when you're a celebrity, it's part of the unwritten rule. Give your kids silly names. So let's go through some of them, shall we? Rachel Griffiths and Andrew Taylor's child is called Banjo. Of course, there's Shannon Sossaman and Dallas Clayton's child, who's called Audio Science. Audio Science. And apparently Dallas says that they just spent quite a few days looking through the dictionary for something original. Well, congratulations, you did it! Jason Lee and Beth Riesgraf have a child called Pilot Inspector. And the inspector is spelled inspec with a K, Inspector. Admittedly, Frank and Gail Zappa's children were born in the 60s and 70s, and I can only imagine there was a whole lot of stuff going on in the world around then. Woo! But their children are called Moon Unit, Dweezil, and Diva Muffin. Okay. Be funny if they had like a fourth child who just was called like Alan. Rob Morrow and his wife Debonair, which in itself sounds a bit silly. What would you do if your second name was Morrow, do you think? What's the worst possible thing you could do? Yeah, you'd call your child Two. You'd call your child Two, wouldn't you? So the name was Tomorrow. Sylvester Stallone's child is called Sage Moonblood. Why is it Sage Moonblood? Bob Geldof and Paula Yates, famously. Peaches, Pixie, and Tiger Lily. Peaches' full name is actually Peaches Honey Blossom Michelle Charlotte Angel Vanessa Geldof. She likes to go by the name of Sue. She doesn't, I just made that bit up, it sounded funny. Erica Badu and Andre 3000 have a child called Seven Serious Benjamin. Hey, I'm Seven Serious Benjamin. Do you think he's Seven Serious Benjamin 3000? Seven Serious Benjamin 4000. Mike Myers' kid is called Sunday Molly. Sunday Molly. I used to be a bit partial to some Sunday Molly back in the day, hey? Zoe Deschanel's children are called Elsie Otter and Charlie Wolf. Elsie Otter and Charlie Wolf. Oh! Ashley Simpson and Pete Wentz's kid is called Bronx Mowgli. Hey, Bronx Mowgli. Let's go Bronx City and Mowgli from the Jungle Book. Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale didn't waste any time by entering the list of ridiculous names for their children with Kingston James McGregor, Zuma Nesta Rock and Apollo Bowie Flynn. Zuma Nesta Rock sounds like a restaurant. Uma Thurman and Arpad Busson have got a child, and forgive me for reading this, Rosalind Arusha Arkadina Altaloon Florence Thurman Busson. She likes to go by the name of Neil. She doesn't. Of course, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are on this list. It all seems so tiresome now they're not together anymore. But of course, they've got Northwest, Saint West, Chicago West and Psalm West. Elon Musk is just completely bonkers, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just give your children letters and numbers as names? There's Techno Machinus, there's Exodark Sideral, and there's A Ashe 12 something or other, Space Station 3000. Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden's kid is called Radix Chloe Wildflower. That's nearly wildfire, isn't it? Nicole Richie's kid is Sparrow James Midnight. Hello, Sparrow James Midnight here. How'd you do? Tweet, tweet. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy. I feel like I know that name from somewhere. Cardi B and Offset. Well, for starters, your mum's called Cardi B and your dad's called Offset. Maybe Cardi B and Offset's real names are sort of Sarah and Steve. Anyway, their kid's called Culture Chiari. Culture with a K. Vincent Cassel, the French actor, his child is called Amazzoni. 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 It sounds like a pizza. Bear Grylls, that chap that jumps out of helicopters and gets himself stranded in forests. Firstly, he's called Bear Grylls, which is in itself an extraordinary name. But his children were spared no fortune at all because they're called Huckleberry and Marmaduke. Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon's child is called Moroccan. Isn't that somebody who's from Morocco? Of course, Chris Martin, Gwyneth Paltrow, their kid's called Apple. I once knew a girl called Grape. They would be nice together, wouldn't they? They'd be like a little fruit salad. Alanis Morissette, her child's called Onyx Solace. That's easy to say, isn't it? Onyx Solis, Onyx Solis, Onyx Solis. Jamie Oliver, the chef, and his wife Jules, and remember Jules' name is spelled Jolls. Well, they wasted no fucking time with the fuckery of some names, did they? They've got 9,432 children. Here are their names. Poppy Honey Rosie, that's one name. Daisy Boo Pamela, that's another name. Buddy Bear, that's the third child. And River Rocket Blue Dallas. River Rocket Blue Dallas. That's the name of a human being. It's a child's name! Give the poor guy some hope! Sounds like a bunch of cocktails. Oh, hi, I'll have the Poppy Honey Rosie, please. My friend here is going to have the Daisy Boo Pamela. The Daisy Boo Pamela. Can you make it spicy? I'll take a Buddy Bear neat. And my friend over here, he's going to try the River Rocket Blue Dallas. Skinny. Busy Phillips, which, again, busy. Busy is a name. Busy Phillips. She's busy, that Phillips. Busy Phillips. And her partner, Mark Silverstein's children are called Birdie Lee and Cricket Pearl. Birdie Lee and Cricket Pearl. Hip-hop artist and singer Future and his partner Sierra, or is it Kiara? I think it's Sierra. He's called Future. Guess what the kid's called? Future. Right? He's called Future. What's the kid called? Future. What do you think the next kid's going to be called? I bet it's called Future. Come on, guys. Imagine if, like, the next kid's called Past and the one after that's called Present. Hey, these are my children, Future, Past and Present. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the list of silly celebrity names. Did I miss any out?